Could you give us just a brief top contour of what the slow carb diet is?
Sure. Yeah. This slow carb diet is intended to be a simple, easy to adhere to diet for people who have perhaps failed other diets that allows you to recompose your body. So improve muscle mass, decrease body fat percentage. And the rules are really simple. And that's part of what makes it work. It's not ideal for every sport and every circumstance, but broadly speaking, it works for a lot of people who've had trouble with dieting in the past. So rule number one, don't drink calories. That's it. Very simple. So black coffee, unsweetened tea, great. Juice, out. Anything with calories, out. You could add a little bit of heavy cream to your coffee, let's say, but that's also bending the rules in a way that I don't like. So in the beginning, it's like follow the rules so you can break them later. So in the beginning, let's just say you can't drink calories. Number two, don't eat anything white. Sounds pretty basic, right? Just don't eat anything that is the color of white or that could be white. Basically, that means you're going to be avoiding starches and things that are similar to starches.
That includes things like oatmeal.
That includes things like oatmeal. Yeah. So roughly speaking, just avoiding things that are white or that could be white will get you pretty far. And yes, there are exceptions like cauliflower, fine. You can have cauliflower. But again, don't get fancy, right? It's very easy to outsmart yourself when it comes to behavioral change. Keep it simple. So for at least 2 weeks, forget about the exceptions, right? Don't drink calories. Don't eat anything white. And then eat 30 grams of protein within 30 minutes of waking up. Okay, we got that. And then there are a few buckets you can choose from, right? So you have vegetables, beans and lentils, and then some type of protein. So you're going to come up with meals that you can follow without deviating for a period of 1 or 2 weeks. Just come up with the same meals. And that's going to sound boring, yes, but guess what? You do it already. You just might not realize it. And the lentils and the beans specifically as a prereq, we can get into some of the reasons, but add a lot of fiber and also inhibit appetite, right? So that's actually a very important component of these meals. And there may be a handful of other rules, but those are the basics. And then the redemption is take 1 day off per week and just go fucking crazy. That's cheat day. There are some epic cheat days out there. Some I've captured for myself. And anything goes. When I say anything, I do mean anything. So if you want to consume multiple pizzas, pints of ice cream, whatever, indulge. I left one out. No fruit during the week. So avoid fruit, avoid fructose. So agave nectar, anything that is sort of hidden sugar, avoid all that. So no added sweeteners, obviously, but avoid fruit and fructose. And again, it's not going to kill you. Guess what? If you're from European ancestry, your ancestors did not have like blueberries in the middle of winter, generally speaking, right? So you'll be fine for a few weeks. And then there's that cheat day. And cheat day, anything goes. The amount of damage you can do on cheat day is pretty limited. And there are ways you can mitigate that. There's a whole chapter called damage control in the 4-Hour Body. But focusing just on that diet and having 1 day off where you know you can do anything means when you are controlling yourself for those 6 days of the week, you're not giving up your favorite foods forever. You can even keep a list of all the things you want to eat on cheat day. And then you have free license to eat on cheat day. And that provides you with a release valve so that you can build in the cheating as opposed to having it occur as a failure point. And there are a handful of other things there. If you have domino foods in the house, for instance, if you eat a lot of almonds or mixed nuts and you're just going to sit there compulsively eating them while you're sitting at your laptop, don't have what I call domino foods in the house, which are going to really create some portion control issues. But broadly speaking, don't drink calories, don't eat things that are white. Take from 3 categories and build your meals out, and those are the meals that you follow. Do not eat fruit or fructose, and then cheat 1 day a week. And Saturday's a nice day for cheat day for most folks. And just to answer some questions that people are going to have, no, that doesn't mean 24 hours that you can spread out over 2 days. That will actually set you back. But the amount of fat that you can store in a handful of sittings over 24 hours, which legitimately is more like 12 to 18 hours, pretty limited.
Be aware that changes in diet can impact mental health. So I think in 2-3 years, it's going to be a duh.
Yeah.
And we're not just talking about the difference between, slamming back horrible foods, horrible for us foods versus eating really clean. I mean, really specific diet protocols to treat mental health. That's incredible.
Yeah, super exciting. Yeah. So that's one of the things that I'm paying a lot of attention to right now. There are a handful in that realm within the interplay of mind and body, since the Cartesian duality and separation of those two makes no sense from a biological standpoint. So that's something that certainly captured my attention. I paid a lot of attention to even as far back as early 2000s for mental health and just cognitive performance.